Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Westy from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely get into me by following me on all my social media, Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, A Connection TV. And I also want to let you guys know that Mona Simone has given her 2 cents about the Bad Boys LA on our platform, watchactv.com. WatchACTV.com has a mobile app called Watch ACTV, and we will soon be on Roku and Amazon, so we're trying to expand. So if you want to get that comedic review experience from Mona Simone, go to WatchACTV.com. All right, I'm not going to make this video long. You know, I have an interesting history with the bad girls arena. So now that we're getting into the bad boys situation, is very, how can I say this? It's a little complex for me because I am a man now. So, you know, I'm a man watching men claim to be bad boys. Before, it was just for entertainment purposes watching the chicks, you know, and Mona Simone was giving her, you know, her 2 cents or her $1 sometimes. But now I'm a dude watching this and I'm like, and I'm not young anymore. So I'm watching it with a different set of eyes. So I don't know what this review is going to be like. It's not going to be a full in-depth review. Again, if you want to see the comedic stuff, go to watchactv.com. But I want to start with this cast. Because I don't find the appeal with the overall cast, right? And another particular issue that I have with the cast is that majority of the cast are gay men. I feel like it's already playing into a stereotype by casting the whole, damn near the whole cast of being gay men. Why couldn't we, if there were going to be 9 people, I think it should have just been 10 folks, 5 straight, 5 gay. If that's what we were going for, if that's what we were trying to do, right? If we were going for that, 5 gay, 5 straight, or 4 gay, 4 straight, boom. Because clearly they were going for something here. I mean, the cast looks fucking colorful as hell. So clearly they were going for something here. But I feel like it should have been an even split, okay? And if that was not what they were going for, which there's no way that they can say that they weren't, then the cast should just look completely different. Like, it should be a diverse cast in the sense of visually diverse and who they are and what they do and what they represent. You know, why not have some high rollers, some bank owners, or, you know, real estate agents, or, you know, popular or trying to be popular musicians that are but doing their thing, you know, being bad, you know, people that have, you know, a crazy history with the law, but, you know, now they're on the straight and narrow. I guess that's moolah. But I don't know, I felt like it should have been a list of like all representation of what a bad boys would be considered in today's era. And I feel like what Natalie gave us was lazy, no work to it at all, and was just like, let's just throw the rainbow in there, have them act ratchet, have them, you know, perpetuate the stereotypes, and let's just call that entertainment. I don't think that's a good representation of what bad boys should be considered, okay, in today's world. But who am I, right? Y'all may have a difference of opinion, and that's cool. But that was my first perception of the cast overall. Then we get to the show, and everything that I just said reigned true throughout episode 1 all the way to episode 3. It's a lot of cattiness, a lot of flamboyancy, a lot of unnecessary drama, a lot of windmill fights, a lot of talking shit but not being able to back up, i.e. Dylan and William. Like, what is this crap? is what my mind is saying, as I'm watching this. Like, are y'all serious right now? Like, this is how y'all want to look on this platform? But hey, there is something for everyone, right? They're claiming they're the number one and this and that and the third and the ratings and the whoop de whoop de whoop. Okay, great. That's cool. That's cool. We already know the Zeus Network is known for putting out their people in the worst light and encouraging it. I felt like that's what Natalie was doing the whole way through. Like, you guys, this is what the fans want. The fans want. They want this. They don't want this, but they want this. Y'all got to show the fans something. Y'all got to turn up. Y'all got to do this. Y'all got to do that. This is what the fans want. Hey, maybe it is, right? Because everybody's watching it, so says Zeus, But I was cringing the whole entire episode 1. Cringing. From them walking up on set, like coming out of the cars and then walking up to all the latex and all the leather. I was like, what is going on here? I was so confused. I was so confused. But Andrew Caldwell, he made episode 1 funny for me. He made it amusing for me. It was stellar to watch him read everyone to a pulp. Like, he was beating them up to a pulp. No, he was reading them to a bloody pulp. And it was just so, like, what? And they couldn't take him. That's the thing. They could not take him. It was everybody piling up on Andrew Caldwell, and he was just sitting there reading. And I was like, okay, all right. This is the Andrew Caldwell show, right? But then Mulan wants to fight Andrew, and it becomes this thing, and Andrew leaves. And as soon as Andrew leaves, I'm like, oh, jeez, what is this going to be about now? I was like, what is this going to be about? What is this? What is this going to be about? Nothing. Gays versus straight. That's immediately what came to my mind. It's immediate. After Andrew left, I was like, this shit is about to be gay versus straight. I already know it's about to be. Because you only got 2 token straight dudes, and the rest of the cast is gay. Minus Carry-On, who claimed to be bi because he was forced into putting a label on himself in episode 3 by some insecure straight men, right? So I'm like, this is about to be a whole gay versus straight. But the whole time I watched episode 1, I'm up here like cringing, like, what the is this shit? Like, oh my God, like, this is what they're doing on here? What? Mind blown, right? Mind absolutely blown. From the 2 white boys not knowing how to fight to Darrell getting into a fight with the 2 of them because they don't know how to fight. And then all 3 of them not knowing how to fight. And then Darrell is the one that walks away looking the worst. Scratched up, scuffed up, bloody lip, drunk, looking a hot fool on the on the ground. Security just all up on him. And I'm like, what is going on here? Natalie comes out. I'm not going to be on y'all's show. This is y'all's show. But she's out there every 5 minutes. And then the fact that she has recruiters for this. A black woman and a white boy recruited these people to be a part of this show. A black woman and a white boy recruited these people to be a part of this show. Okay. What is going on here? Right? What is going on? Cringing all the way through. Episode 2 was just like one long ass night of just drunkenness. Moolah and Curtis being worried about whether or not they can play with Carry-On or not in public. They have to act like they care because that's another thing. I really don't understand. I think that's the real, again, this show has become gay versus straight. Even though the blurred out face was like, we don't want to make this a gay versus straight. Y'all made it gay versus straight. Y'all only got 2 announced straight boys and a pool of gays. What did y'all think was going to happen? Episode 2 was a complete train wreck of fuckery. And you have Moolah and his assistant Curtis trying to figure out if they can play around with Carrion. In the midst of Carrion getting frustrated with Moolah, Moolah takes it upon himself to attack Carrion. Carrion walking around with a bloody mouth talking about he ate those. We eat those for breakfast, son. We eat those for breakfast, son. All the while, it becomes a heated debate of how gays have had to live their lives in fair, and you're trying to out this man or wanting this man to out himself on national television, knowing that this man is Kurt Franklin's son and the history that he has. Like, what is this show about? I'm cringing watching episode 2. Cringing. You know? Milan fighting Darrell. I'm cringing. Milan didn't have to touch that boy. He didn't. But it's the Bad Boys Club, so we're making it the Bad Boys Club, I guess. You know? And then Milan calls himself sticking up for Carrion because Curtis was pushing on Carrion. So, you know, Milan sneaked Carrion. But in Milan's defense, he's saying that he snuck Curtis because Curtis snuck Carrion. What the ever, right? The only people that I am remotely interested in this show and like where they go with this show, I like Milan, I like Gutta, and I like Carrion. And Moolah, because he's not he's not crazy, he's just ignorant as fuck. But like, that's how men are. That's how straight men are in the world. They're Moolah. So Moolah is representing straight culture, straight men that are so unfair. You know, so that's a lot of men. But it shouldn't have been just one of them, though. It shouldn't have been one. It should have been an even split between because this is a gay versus straight show. That is exactly what this is. Regardless of them saying that that's not what they were going for, that's exactly what they did by casting this cast the way that they did. Those are the 4 that I'm only interested in. Everybody else can get off the show. There's no point. There's no point. Gutta is thoroughly entertaining, and he's just funny. He's just funny. Him floating with Carrion was probably the best scene in this entire 3 episodes. You know, and then second, the discussion that Milan had with Curtis and Moolah about why does it matter you outing somebody and blah, blah, blah. Other than that, this show isn't about anything. It's about grown men, grown of age men, who claim to be the baddest and or the best of what they do, fighting and windmilling each other over bedrooms and over you got loud or you're not fighting this one, so I want to fight you. In all honesty, out of everybody on this cast, I'm shocked that Milan did this show. I'm thoroughly shocked that he did this show. I understand why they casted him to be a part of it, because he's the only one I knew outside of Darrell for saying that song and that quote. But he's the only one I knew, because Andrew Caldwell. Other than that, I ain't know nobody else. You know, not saying that I should know anybody, because, you know, when they casted the Bad Girls Club, they got all regular broads. But like, I'm shocked that Christopher Milan did this show. Mind blown. But hey, he's on there. He's fine as hell. That booty is just bootying. Every frame is bootying. It's like, whoa. You know, and I love Carrion. Carrion, I understand why they put Milan on here, but Carrion is my favorite. Out of everybody, Carrion is my favorite. He's the most neutral, calm, chill out dude out of everybody. Like, you know, everybody's just a fucking rainbow color, and he's like chill and just even Steven. You know what I'm saying? Telling people that it's none of their freaking business. Which I don't understand why he was just like, all right, well, if I have to say I'm bi, then I'll just say I'm bi. He ain't had to say shit. And I wish Carrion wouldn't have said shit in episode 3 where the 2 boys, the 2 stooges was pressing him again. You know, but then straight people will watch this and will be like, well, this, what William the Baddest ends up doing at the end of episode 3, people are going to watch this and be like, well, this is why Moolah has been saying what he's been saying all day long. But here's the caveat to that. Moolah has been saying what he's been saying all day long, and William the Baddest does not care because he's still twerking his booty everywhere, twerking his booty all up around, and being disrespectful to Moolah. So, and Moolah knows that he's gay. So there's no point in you drilling into Carry On, are you gay, are you straight, are you gay, because you need to move over there. Because if that was the case, if he's saying his whole stance is if you're gay, you need to be on that side. If William is on that side, how is Moolah getting upset that William is dancing on him? I don't understand. I don't understand. And another problem I have with this show is that every conversation seems forced as fuck. The only conversation that does not seem remotely forced is when Milan is having conversations with people. Because even though the producers are setting up these scenes, and you can clearly see that they're setting up these scenes. All right, well, Carry On is on the balcony. I need you two to go talk to him and make it pop. That's how they're setting up these scenes. You know, they can tell Milan to do that. Milan to go out and carry the scene. Just carry the scene. These guys like Moolah was, well, I just want to know if you're gay, so I have to know where I move with you, bro. Well, I just want to know. And he's like repeating himself. The two white boys in episode 3, when they were talking in the bedroom, what is going on? Natalie should be ashamed of herself because she's been in reality TV way too freaking long to be pumping out bull crap like this. And Lemmy should be ashamed of himself because he is profiting off of embarrassing, promoting, and highly promoting embarrassment of his people. It's horrible. 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 Horrible, Lemmy. Horrible. And Lemmy doesn't care. Lemmy does not care. He is making money off of the backs of embarrassing his people. And, you know, it's not entirely his fault because his people are the ones that's joining this crappy ass shit. I don't know. But that's my 2 cents. If you want to see how Mona feels about it, go over to watchactv.com and watch her, hear her talk about it. But anyways, I don't know. I'm curious to see what y'all think about this show. Leave your comments below and let me know what you think. What's going to happen in episode 4? Is Moolah going to attack William for twerking his jelly ass booty on him? We'll figure it out. But my overall message is it doesn't really matter who you want to sleep with or who you do sleep with. Just content of character. Content of the character. Like, how do you carry yourself? Who are you as a person? That's what matters. And this show is not promoting that. And nobody on this show is a bad boy except for Carry On and Milan. Everybody else is like, Gut is entertaining, but I don't know what makes him bad. I don't. And nobody fucking with me. Like, he can say it all day long, but I don't know what makes anybody on this show bad except for Milan and Carry On. That is telling you something. And I'm as gay as they come, okay? But that is telling you something right there. Anyway, leave your comments below. Who do you think is the baddest on this show? Give me your top 3 bad boy favorites from the cast on this show right now. And the second thing I ask is, do you think that Moolah and Curtis have a leg to stand on being in that house? Deuces.